in the classroom. I mean, it's really hard for them to do that. And just staying safe from this heat, I mean, it's more important than ever. We talk a lot about just the safety we have to be aware of. Now, luckily, there is an innovative program at ASU, and it is all about boosting heat safety and preparedness in our schools.
So joining us this morning is Jenni Vanos, an associate professor at ASU School of Sustainability, to tell us about Heat Ready, which is making really a big difference for safety here with this extreme weather. Thanks, Jenni, for joining us. So walk us through, what is this program here?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So yeah, this program was created in 2019 to really support schools in the Valley to be increasingly able to identify and prepare for, mitigate, track, and respond to the negative effects of heat in schoolyards. So inside schools, outside schools, all of these different approaches that we can take to keep kids safe and to keep faculty and staff also safe and happy in their jobs at schools.
I mean, that is so important when we're talking about, it feels like we are getting hotter, or at least more days of 110 and above. I know last summer, that's a summer I'll never forget, setting so many records, my goodness. So I do want to ask how schools then can participate in what you guys are offering.
Yeah, so they can just find us at ASU. We have our Heat Ready Schools and Heat Ready Neighborhoods information on our ASU website in the Global Futures Laboratory. And we have so many resources available that can help support schools in preparing for the heat and having plans that kind of outline what you do when it is too hot. And a really important component that we've added this summer is what else you can do when you can't go outside and play, but trying to get your kids physical activity indoors or in other spaces, changing recess time so kids can still get that play. We know that kids need 60 minutes of physical activity a day to stay healthy. And they're often not getting that, especially if they have to stay inside all the time. So colleagues and I at ASU have developed some programs along with the ADHS to be able to support their play indoors and when it is hot.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to do things differently here.
Yeah, you know, yesterday we were at a school. It was an elementary school, their first day out in the West Valley, and they had a rainy day. That's what they called it, but it was basically a rainy day plan, hot weather plan. But if I'm a school principal and I need to implement this rainy day plan, this extreme heat plan, like, what's the first step? Like, when I get in touch with you guys, what are you guys going to look at first off?
So we would often come and visit with you, and we have this list of recommendations, and we'd go through the list and say, what are you already achieving at your school? Because in talking to schools, we know that there's a lot that they're already doing to stay prepared for the heat, but it differs by school. And then we would say, what are your top priorities of the things that you're not doing that could help you stay more prepared? For example, can we help train teachers and staff for recognizing the signs of heat? Can we train students for doing that so they know what they're experiencing when they're starting to feel heat stress? Can we provide you water bottles? Can we support you in getting the right information to make decisions on recess time? Can we help you find money to plant trees or get a shade sale? We've done a lot of work with the City of Phoenix and their Canopy for Kids program to support schools in getting trees planted through grant funds at their schools. So those are some of the examples that we give. We also have the physical activity program that I mentioned.
Yeah, and what has been some of the response then from the schools after you kind of help them and implement that, you know, some of these initiatives that you have and find the resources? What have they come back and told you after?
Yeah, oftentimes the number one thing they do want is some more trees and support for getting more trees. We kind of leave it up to the schools in terms of when they want to request more support, but we try and visit with them or send out some surveys and information each summer. And so it really varies across the schools in terms of what they are really interested in. What they would like more of. We provide a lot of posters and infographics they can hang up around, support for the nurses who are the ones on the front line of dealing with this, support for how you track heat illness in schools, which is often kind of missed. They might not be tracking it the way they track asthma cases, but we know that students miss a lot of class or have harder time learning if they are overheated from being exposed to the heat.
Yeah, I mean, that's That's got to be true. I mean, because
Right?
you're just kind of, I don't know, disoriented sometimes. You're
A
just
little
like,
bit.
oh my gosh, I got to get cool, got to get cool.
Yes.
So what if somebody like a teacher's watching this, a principal, and they want to get involved in this? What do they need to do?
Yeah, so they can just find us at Heat Ready at ASU. And there's an email that they can connect to at Heat Ready at ASU to be able to join the program, and we can get them all the resources they need through the Heat Ready Schools program, and we can kind of sign them up to get all of these different resources. There's a tree education toolkit as well, where along with supporting shade and trees at schools, we provide education and activities for teachers to do with their students. So that's some of the resources we provide, but there's many more, and we've partnered with the Arizona Department of Health to be able to align all of our resources that we're providing to schools and to really support schools or encourage students to be signed up to the school heat safety alerts that can let them know when it is going to be an extreme heat warning day.
Yeah, this
And
is
the
good. So
last thing
you're
I'll
all on
say
the same
is,
page. Yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, just that you're this good so that we know you're
Yeah.
all on the same page, right? And that messaging to the students and the school and staff.
Yeah. Well, the program, it is called Heat Ready. So Jenni Vanos, thanks for joining us with the School of Sustainability with ASU. Some good insight there.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate it.